time with the defensive play. Now finds Jalen Green.
Oh, my goodness!
He did it!
Oh!
Jazz, the Jazz turn it. Oh! Cam Whitmore. Sengun goes coast to coast. Oh! Here's Williams. Here comes both teams. Here comes Rocket Security.
RedNationBlogga back with another video, guys. The Houston Rockets defeat the Memphis Grizzlies 119 to 115. It was a game that was close, but it really shouldn't have been close, y'all. Like, I say this, I feel like I've said this like the past 3 to 4 videos, like a game that ended up being close that should not have been close in the Rockets' favor. But tonight was a very stressful, high-intensity, fanned-out game that ended up in the Rockets' favor. It ended up being very euphoric if you're a Rockets fan. It ended up being one of those games where you can look back on at the end of the season and say, this was a fun game at a fun time. And it had implications because whoever won this game gets cushion in the NBA standings in the Western Conference for the 2nd seed. And the Houston Rockets, who are missing Jabari Smith Jr., who are missing Tari Eason, down 2 pivotal rotation players, one of those players being a starter, came out in Memphis at the FedEx Forum and put their foot down. It wasn't pretty, but they put their foot down, and they will not be denied the W. I love it. Fred VanVleet, 22 points. Jalen Green, 27 points. Alperen Sengun, 32 points. This is what you want to see. And in the month of January, Jalen Green has been playing exceptional basketball. I know I said I'm out on him, and to be honest with you, I might still be out. All it takes is a bad stretch of games, and y'all know what I'm going to say. But for right now, he's playing well, and I'm going to give the guy his props because he's playing well. But I told y'all this in other videos. I said, I'm sure there's going to be times in the season where Jalen Green plays well, and I'm going to come out here and say, hey, Jalen Green played well. I'm going to acknowledge it, and I'm going to acknowledge it tonight because he was great. And everything that I like to see from Jalen Green as the team's shooting guard, he does. Every single last thing, whether that's getting the Rockets started offensively, getting critical stop the bleeding buckets in moments, because every team is going to go on a run, but you got to have a run stopper to know how to stop a run. You can't have a guy out there that can't stop another team's run by putting up points of his own. It just can't happen. And Jalen Green seems to be turning a corner of being getting a team started score, a stop the run, stop the bleeding score, and a closer. He's doing those 3 things well as a starting shooting guard of the Houston Rockets. That's what I love to see. On the Memphis Grizzlies side, Ja Morant, 27 points. He really wasn't efficient tonight. 9 of 22 from the field. He got to the free throw line 11 times. He made 8 shots. Like, in all actuality, he had 19 points on 22 shots, and it felt like it, and it looked like it if you watched the game. He got a lot of BS calls, in my opinion, especially down the stretch of this game, but he's a superstar. He's going to get the benefit of the doubt. Jaren Jackson had 21 points. Desmond Bane has 16. I'm going to tell y'all, I am happily surprised. I don't know the word, but I'm really surprised, but in a good way. I believe in the Houston Rockets as a fan, but to see them win a game like this while being undermanned, I wouldn't have been surprised if they lost this game. But seeing how they came out specifically in the first half and seeing how they closed this game, the guts, the moxie, everything on how they closed this game, I am genuinely and happily surprised. Let's get to the best part of the episode, the good. Alperen Sengun, 32 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. I feel like that's his cap, 5 assists. It just seems like that's his cap. 12 of 20 from the field. He was really, really good tonight. He started off, he was playing like a machine. I mean, no matter who they put on him, he was scoring on. He was getting a bucket on with impunity. He was getting to the rim, finishing with the right hand, finishing with the left hand. He was doing his thing. And as a fan that watches the game all season, and I've watched almost every game this season, if not about like 97% of the games, this whole entire season, Alperen Sengun has seemed to start slow in the first half and pick it up in the second half. It was great to see a game where he started off on the right foot, where he started off making the shots that he has normally missed in the first half. It was very, very good to see. Another good, Fred VanVleet, 22 points, 4 assists, 4 steals, 8 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. He did have 3 turnovers. The thing that I liked about Fred VanVleet tonight, and from what I've seen like the past 5 games, he has come off that ball. And I think one of the reasons that's helped Fred come off the ball a lot more is Jabari Smith's absence. I think that having another ball handler and Amen Thompson, somebody that can grab the ball off the glass and who you could trust to push the pace and get down court very quickly, it takes a lot of pressure off of Fred. Now Fred doesn't have to touch the ball until he gets into the half court. Instead of Fred having to dribble 94 feet, initiate offense, do all this training wheel style type offense as what they did a lot last season. And seeing this offense have a different dynamic with Amen Thompson now being inserted into the starting lineup, it seemed to have taken a lot of pressure off of Fred VanVleet and simultaneously unlocking a newer version of Jalen Green that scores often, that looks to play make, and who has done a better job, although he does struggle tonight, of taking care of the ball. And then the last thing about Fred VanVleet is he did late in this game, Jalen Green, they let him initiate offense and try to be the playmaker. He turned the ball over. With the next possession, I'm screaming, get the ball to Fred. Get the ball to Fred. Get the ball to Fred. Everybody else, you're catch and shoot. Jalen Green, you're initiating plays. Your privileges are done tonight. You're going to get it off the catch or you're going to be a play finisher, but you're not going to initiate offense. And what does Fred do? He goes down and he hits a critical bucket to help the Rockets push the lead a little bit further and to alleviate more pressure off the team's offense. That's what you want from Fred VanVleet. That's what you want from a guy like that. You don't want him to always have to do that every single possession, but if you could do it in certain types of possessions, it's night and day to what this team can and cannot do. Absolutely night and day. Let's get to the bad. Listen, I'm not picking on the guy. I swear I'm not picking on the guy. I look up and down the roster and I try to find somebody else to talk about. But Dylan Brooks, although he didn't shoot the ball well tonight, 2 of 15, 1 of 8 from 3, he plays defense. He's locked in. His impact you can see in the starting lineup. He had the highest plus minus, +5. You can see his impact. I got to go to the bad. Cam Whitmore, 9 points on 3 of 14 shooting. He came into the game, he had 7 shots in like a 5-minute span. I've never seen anything like it. And tonight he did exactly what he's always done in critical moments, especially in transition. In transition, he has the ball. It's 3 Memphis defenders back. He's the only one dribbling the ball. Everybody else on the team is behind him. He tries to go score. He missed Amen Thompson on a cut going to the rim because he's looking to score. It's like the only thing that's going on in Cam Whitmore's head in a fast break when he has the ball is, that's it. It's no processing. It's no, I want to make the right play. It's none of that. It's only, I'm going to get a bucket. I'm going to get a bucket. I'm going to get a bucket. Me. He's only 20 years old. He's in year 2. I gotta keep telling myself that. He didn't get an opportunity to come here in the Stephen Silas era and learn from his mistakes and grow and take his lumps and get a lot of minutes and not have a short leash. He didn't get an opportunity to come in that era, unfortunately for him. This is the era of Rockets that he got drafted to. But I just want to see him be better as a fan because I see it. I see the potential. Every one of his 3 field goals that he made tonight was off of a quality shot. The other 11 that he missed, it was not a quality shot. So if we could take those 11 misses and turn those into 4 or 5 quality shots, his efficiency rises, his points rises, his minutes rise. It's that simple. 1 + 1 = 2. Now let's get to the downright ugly. The Houston Rockets went to the line 41 times tonight. They went 24 of 41 from the free throw line. 59% shooting. Alperen Sengun by himself missed 8 free throws. Not going to get it done. That cannot happen. That could have been the reason why the Rockets lost this game. It can't happen. You have to get better at hitting your free throws. Alperen Sengun could have had 40 points. Now, I'm not saying he should have went 15 of 15 from the line. That might be a little bit unrealistic. But maybe 10 of 15, maybe 11 of 15, 12 of 15. Can you do that? Then we're having a whole different conversation. Now the stress levels of the game and what the game came down to doesn't impact that much. It doesn't weigh on the fans and on the team as much. But it's a part of the game. And every game is not going to be beautiful. Every game is not going to be poetic scripture. It's just not. You take what you can get in the game. And it is what it is. But the Houston Rockets got to be better at the free throw line. It's not optional. That could have came back to bite them in the you-know-what, and they could have been looking 3rd seed in the West with some cushion between them and Memphis. And that's not good because these games have playoff implications down the line. They have playoff implications, home court advantage, everything. And you have to be able to win the regular season games in order to prosper down the line. That's all I got, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what I missed. Let me know in the comment section what you agreed on. Thank you for watching once again. RedNationBlogga out.